Welcome to another episode of the No More Wasted Days podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Sarah.
I'm Heather.
And today, Heather's going to be talking all about stopping the romanticizing of alcohol and starting to romanticize your life. And I am excited about this topic. Just by looking at the title, I'm like, oh, this one's going to be good. So I'm going to let Heather take it away.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to write it. I started thinking about this concept inspired to me by a childhood friend in our conversation. So before we hop in, I want to read a review.
Yay!
This is from Apple Podcasts. Love these ladies. Sara and Heather are extremely knowledgeable and have the ability to explain topics in a relatable manner. I highly recommend them. So thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
It makes me feel really happy. I know it does for Sara, and it helps us stay visible so we can reach and help other folks. So keep them coming. All right. So we're going to stop romanticizing alcohol. We're going to start romanticizing our life. We've been taught to romanticize the drink, the sparkle of the wine glass, golden hour cocktails, the idea that alcohol equals celebration. What if we stopped romanticizing alcohol and started romanticizing our lives? And I want to start with this quote. Living alcohol-free is more than just sobriety. It's a quiet rebellion. It's a daily devotion to presence, peace, and the version of you that's been waiting to come home.
Yeah.
And as an actual person who kind of likes to rebel, I think it's really cool reframe that being alcohol-free is a rebellion.
So is. I think about that all the time because here's my whole take on it. Alcohol is heavily taxed. So when you decide to not pay that tax anymore, it's like such a cool way to stick it to the man.
Yes, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
I just always tell myself that, like, oh, at least I'm not giving anybody my money that way.
That's true. That is a really, really good point.
Yeah. So that's my little black sheep thing. And it is like when you don't drink, you're doing something a lot different than most people do.
Yes.
I could go on and on.
I could too. So it's important to remember, why do we romanticize alcohol? Well, it's sold as magic, beauty, sophistication, and self-care.
Yeah.
And it's a very easy, cheap shortcut to change the mood and create the ease, celebration, connection that we think we're longing for.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not just drinking, we're chasing something sacred. And what is sacred is the ease, the celebration, the connection. So I know for me, the idea of alcohol felt magical in the fancy glasses. There was this place in Asheville where I used to live that was like a champagne and old antique vintage books, and it was the glass and the velvet decor and the spiral staircase, and that was very like romantic and magical. And the next day didn't felt quite the opposite of that, right?
Yeah, that was always me, because I drank as a way to definitely connect with people, or so I thought. Because if I felt like I wasn't fitting in once I was drinking, I always felt like I fit in. I don't know what the alcohol does to make you feel that way, but it did. And so now I have to work a little bit, like I have to work past that feeling, or realize like if I don't feel like I fit in naturally, then these aren't my people.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's also like, kind of like you were saying a little bit earlier, Sarah, it is an illusion of a broader system that profits from being disconnected, especially for marginalized folks and women, moms, neurodivergent folks, queer folks, trauma survivors. It's like sold as like, you got a problem? I've got a cheap solution that is actually incredibly expensive in all areas.
Yeah. And when you think about it too, like I'm going to go on a little tangent here. Like there are some people that it's good to keep the masses numb. Mm-hmm. It's good to keep the masses from seeing everything that's going on, right? So alcohol is a great way to do that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I'll look and I'll be like, God, why is it even legal when you start really looking at how terrible it is for you, and how there's even, like lesser substances that are illegal? Well, it's easy to make. And it's probably pretty cheap to make, and then they can sell it in these masses to the people. It's just like if you want to dive into this topic more, definitely read Quit Like a Woman. She goes all into it, and it's very interesting. And it's very targeted towards to women, to moms, to neurodivergent people, queer people. It really, really is. And you're like, why though? And it is like, oh, because those are like, it's almost like those are easy targets in quotation marks.
Yeah.
Because you are not an easy target, right?
Right.
That's like, so that's really like where I dive into that black sheep feeling. Like, no way, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
I'm going to be totally whole, totally present.
Yeah. That's
even when it sucks.
Yeah. And it's okay. It's okay when it sucks. So, like, when you first remove the air quote sparkle, right?
Yeah.
You can feel bare, boring. You miss the ritual, the dopamine, and the pause, the transition, right? The peace, the break. And it's really a amazing space where you begin to romanticize your real life instead of outsourcing beauty to a substance. And I know for me, thinking about romanticizing my life has just been a thought this year. But really, like when I first quit drinking, I started romanticizing my real life for the first time in every experience that I did as a sober girl, and started to dream again, starting to get to know myself again. And it's that really cool moment where you're feeling everything again and you're starting to become alive, even if you're terrified of the feelings and overwhelmed, you know?
Yeah, I definitely feel that. My son calls this aura farming.
Okay.
Where you're trying to look like cool for other people, right?
Oh.
But sometimes I'm trying to look cool for myself.
Right.
To kind of romanticize my life. It's exactly that. So I'm aura farming myself.
Is that like
but
a poser back in the day?
I don't even know. He was telling me all about it. He was like, Lindy's over there aura farming. That's my daughter.
I'm curious.
I was like, you got to tell me more about this, dude. And he goes, it's like when you're videotaping yourself, trying to make your life look so amazing. And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I know what aura farming is. And then I looked at him and I was like, I do that.
Yeah.
But sometimes I really am like, there's no, because I know I film stuff for TikToks or for Reels or whatever, right? I do that. And sometimes it is very, like, I put the camera up and I tell the family, we're all going to walk towards it. But it's more, instead of doing it that way, get present and be like, I'm actually just going to romanticize this moment in real time, real life. Like I actually take a lot of time to do that, where there's no like, oh, I'm trying to make this look cool for other people. I'm making it look cool for me.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And just really romanticizing that, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And I'm going to be super present for it.
Yes. And every time you like romanticize your life as a rebellion and a devotion, I think when you hear the word devotion, it sounds kind of strong. Mm-hmm. You could think about religion, or I don't know, it makes me think of an Indigo Girls lyric, but anyway, but like it's really true when you think about the times that you choose presence over numbing, and you reject a culture that just basically yells and says, I need you to disappear. And it is an act of rebellion against disconnection. It really is.
Yeah. Because what a better way to tell a community, like, just go over here, drink, be drunk and disappear. Yeah.
And the devotion part to me is the real you. And you're devoted to your body, your peace, your people, and your dreams.
Yeah. And being authentic in it and totally saying, this is who I am. And I'm proud of it. Like, you become proud of it again, because there's a lot of, when you're drinking, you covered so much of yourself up, whether you knew it or not.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's really a cool idea.
Yeah. This is kind of related to being like your authentic self and community, and, not being drunk all the time. So before we recorded today, I was speaking with a new friend that I asked to be a moderator of progressive caregiver group that I created and run in my area. And, thinking about like, A, doing that and growing it to be pretty big, B, staying consistent with it to help the community and be in community with others of like mind. And then like reaching out to somebody, and then I wanted to speak to them on the phone just make sure we're on the same vibe. And when she called, I said shit instead of hello because I hit the wrong button and I thought I was going to lose the outline to this episode. And I have never spoke to this person in my life. And there was laughter followed by it. And that's just me. Like, I normally don't actually answer the phone that way, but I just did. It is fine. And I bet that person's not thinking like, oh my God, what a weirdo. And if so, like, that's cool too. Like, if I'm your people, or if I'm not, that's fine. Because I realize, we're all not everybody's cup of tea. But my point in saying that really is being present. You're able to reach out, do things, connect with other people. And if you answer the phone and say something real strange, it is okay because that is just who you are.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's just a random.
I love that you answered the phone that way too.
God, I know. I said shit. And it was like I hit speaker and then I said that word and I did not lose the outline and all was well.
I feel like if that happened to me, I'd be like, yes,
Yeah.
this is somebody I want to work with.
Right? Word. I'm glad it could have been. So it could have been a different capacity. I'd been like, uh-oh. Some tips and rituals for romanticizing your daily life. I love my hot tea. So make it with intention.
Yeah.
Your favorite mug, your favorite music, your soft lighting. I have a client that I work with one-on-one that sets their intentions when they cook their food of how they want to feel. Like this, I'm going to make this with love and kindness. And it just really pours into their meal for their family.
Oh, I love that.
I think that's so
cool too.
And
yeah.
Take a photo of something small and beautiful or funny each day. I obviously photograph my daughter a lot. Kidney Houston, my cat, my plants. Like, I go through my phone and I'll just see like random hydrangea flowers that I've taken, just those are good ways to like truly capture it.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
like little micro traditions. And I change my sheets every Sunday. And
I like that one. And to make it something that's romanticizing your life instead of like, ugh, such a stupid chore.
Because I love my routines. And that's like, after the shower, I want the clean, cozy sheets. So that's just a way to romanticize that ritual.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've started like a morning vibe playlist that I start my morning to. And I giggle because I added this song from the 2000s, like a rap song called Choppa Style with Master P to it this morning. I was doing a whole dance party while making my coffee, but that's how we romanticize our life. It doesn't have to be Master P per se.
Yeah.
But you've got your playlist, you're setting the vibe with your little micro traditions. And then like solo lunch date. Take yourself out to lunch and take a book, take your journal, take your AirPods, listen to a podcast, or just people watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do all those things. Do all the things that you see people doing on social media where you think, oh my God, their life is so amazing. Go do those things because most of those things usually aren't all that grand. It's just kind of, they maybe know how to make it look good or make it. It is just like, then do those things.
Right.
And remember that they don't have to be this elaborate thing. Remember that you don't have to be dressed up to do it. Like just do the things where you're like, oh, because I think even too, when you were saying that, I was like, oh yeah, I have like a Sarah Sings Along playlist. Mm-hmm. And when I have it going in the car, it's like, it's a one woman show in the car.
Oh yeah.
And it's definitely a way I romanticize my daily life. And
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah. Love it. And like, I think about like, I work from home most of the time and dress like your most grounded self, even at home. I'll give an example. I have on a sweatshirt that I upcycled.
Okay.
And it's comfortable. It's practical. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel grounded.
Yeah.
And I have on my tennis shoes because I got some ADHD. When you wear your tennis shoes, you're able to kind of keep it moving, from task to task. So
yeah,
that makes me feel like I'm complete. Right.
Yeah. That's one that I need to get back to. There's been a lot of working in my pajamas lately.
And I've done that. I think we all have, especially if we work from home. And it's just a good reminder to like get up and get ready for the day that you want to have in a grounded way. You're not going to catch me around here in high heels. You're not going to catch me in high heels, period.
Yeah, exactly.
So I do my comfortable sneakers, my little leggings, and my cozy clothes.
Yeah. I like that, to just kind of, and it's almost a way, it's a whole nother way to romanticize yourself too, of like being like, thinking about your style in a different way, like a comfortable, casual style, but you still like the look of it, or you'll still go to the grocery store.
Right.
I currently live in some green tie-dye sweatpants,
Hey.
and I go to the grocery store in them.
Right. As you should. And
Part of me is like, I don't know if I should, but I like them. I'm like, I like these, and I thrifted them.
yeah, to me, like when you're dressed in a grounded way, and for me, we got your shoes on. If you want, I've been trying to go outside for no reason, like walk around for no reason, not to exercise, not to take the trash, just go outside for no reason at all. So you're already ready. So you can't talk yourself out of doing the thing as easily.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that this last one's really powerful. Write one sentence a day to your future self or child.
I love this one. That is a perfect journaling thing. Each day, write one sentence a day to your future self or child. So if it's or child, is that like your past self?
It could be. I like to personally like write things to my daughter for the future.
Oh, I like that. Okay. I was thinking about it the wrong way.
No,
I okay.
I do love the inner child thing, like little Heather.
Yeah. Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, I totally went inner child. I didn't take it literal.
Yeah, well, God knows if I'm anything, I'm literal. So I do think if you have a child, or if you want a child, right? Mm-hmm. Or like I want a golden retriever, and I'm going to get one come hell or high water. That's how I am. Like truly, like think about like your future dog or your future anything that you want in your future, and like writing to my daughter about the day helps me romanticize. What do I want her to remember about this particular Wednesday in my life?
I love that because I need it. If you have a line a day journal, you can do it in that way. The ones where they've already got it set up, because that's something where I've fallen off of that again, and I should get back to it because I think it's so fun to go read those. But if you look at it in that way, it almost makes it write one sentence a day to your future self or your actual child.
Yeah.
And then I feel like it makes it easier almost, because I feel like a lot of times you sit down and you're like, what am I even going to write about? Well, what would you like your future self to remember about this day? What was the highlight?
Yeah. And I think when you write it, for me, when I write it for my daughter, I'm going to hone in onto the parts of my day that I romanticized. I'm not going to be like, I did the dishes.
Yeah. Or, oh, man, it was a shitty day.
Right.
No, you're going to find something good.
Mm-hmm. So you don't need alcohol to feel alive. You just need permission to be with your life fully.
Yeah.
And it's just like really important to just know that living this way is bold and it's soft. It's sacred and it's yours.
Yes. So I loved this.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. And I encourage all of y'all to think about like a couple ways that you can start romanticizing your life and knock booze off that pedestal a little bit. And I'd love to hear what you are doing to do that. I know Sarah would too. And I would love to have some ideas for myself.
Yeah.
So leave it in a review, YouTube, Spotify, visit our social media, and check out the links in the show notes for the Daymakers and one-on-one coaching with me. I've got some spots available for the summer. I work with a lot of teachers, and I know that's a better time, so to speak, to hop in and connect. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.